Butch is back. Radioactive, as a matter of fact. He's Butch, and he's better than you. Okay, I'm trying to. God damn it. Screw this back a little bit. Alright, Butch is back. Season 2, Episode 1. No, Season 2, Episode 19 of Big Old Fun Campuses. Butch is back. In this episode, Butch is back. Okay, that's it. Bye. No, so, it's the return of Butch from Season 1. Something I want to talk about at the end of this, because I feel like they were going in a different direction with something, and they never picked up on it. I'm just saying. So, Merton is watching an old sci-fi movie from the 50s when it's revealed that Butch is one of the characters. So I'm assuming this is a movie that starts off with them already in space, because you would have already noticed Butch would start off the academy. They're in space, and it's Butch and Mary and some nerd guy. I think it's supposed to be the same nerd before. And he calls it a sequel. So I'm assuming this first movie didn't have Butch in it. It can't be a sequel to that informational movie from Season 1. I think this is the most obvious that if you didn't click in your head that Hugo was gone, I think you would notice it in this one, because there's some random ass teacher that we never seen before and never seen again show up in this to give Lori detention. So Merton's watching this video. He sees Butch. Butch is ready to come out of the projector, but he turns it off. Leaves the movie in the projector. But then tells Tommy, hey, Butch is back. No, he's not. He's still in the movie. Just take the movie out, destroy it, or never watch it again. But no, he left it in the projector. So Lori, kickboxes the pop machine, which delivers a bunch of change, and then she gets in trouble by this random teacher, like I said, we never seen before, never see again after this episode. She gets detention, and TNT are there, of course, and then after she ditches, they turn on the film projector, and Butch is out again, knocks them out. It's the end of TNT in the episode, and then Butch goes after Lori because we gotta rehash what he did in his first episode. He goes after, Also, Tommy doesn't remember who Butch is, which, to be honest, some people might not, so they did a flashback. Although I think maybe this should have been earlier in the season than towards the end. To each their own. Butch, they say, okay, Butch, you gotta get back in the movie, and so he does. He grabs Lori, goes in, and uses a laser gun to shoot the cord. Somehow, Merton is able to repair the cord by putting electrical tape around it. That's not how it works, but TV show, we'll just go with it. And so they jump into the movie, which is very, very dangerous. Because what if someone, say that random teacher guy, would come walking and go, hey, who left this on? And turn it off. They're stuck in there until someone else plays it. It doesn't happen, but it could happen. That's very dangerous. One of them should have stayed behind. Like Merton should have stayed behind. It's very ballsy it's very irresponsible for Tommy to say, okay, we're both going in. Someone needed to stay out there. What if something happened? They never went that far, but come on. But Butch and Lori seem to be getting along. Something is sparking between them, which is more than he ever had with Stacy. Let's face it, Stacy was only there to be with Tommy and the arm. But, yeah. But Tommy, Merton, they make it in, and they hear from Mary and the nerd guy, sorry, I don't know his name, the nerd guy, that they're at the Atomic Critics. They take the little space bikes, and go after them. Oh, by the way, the nerd says that a dome was put around the moon in 1993. Okay, that's not true in real life, but also, when does this movie take place? Because this came out in the 50s, supposed to be in the future, I guess. But they're still talking like they're from the 50s, which, to be honest, happens in movies like that. They still think we're all going to be, way, way futuristic. But we're still going to be talking the same. I don't know. But they find Lori and Butch at the atomic crater. And, Butch is like, hey, she doesn't want to go with you. She wants to stay with me. Like, okay, if that's what you want, Lori. But then she's like, sorry, Butch, but I want to go home. And he's like, that's the wrong answer. She starts like, okay, you're coming with me, Toots. And he gets knocked into the crater by Tommy. And he becomes radioactive, as I said in my little song. Butch eventually escapes because they forgot to turn off the... So then he escapes, and so, yeah, there's a fight in the hallway, and they eventually get rid of Butch by knocking him into the movie, and then pushing the projector into the movie itself. Okay, that works to get rid of him, I guess. Although what we see afterwards, it makes sense. But, so... Lori, I think, asked if we're ever going to see him again, and Merton says, well, if we do, he'll come back to help us out against a mutual enemy. I would have liked to see that. I was expecting that to happen sometime in season 3. Spoiler alert, it doesn't happen. We never see Butch again, and we never see Butch again. Nothing. Although, this does hold credence. My Merton collecting villains thing. What if these villains he was collecting, another villain shows up, takes all their stuff, all of the things from him, brings them back, and then Butch is one of them, but then Butch switches sides because of his love or feelings for Lori. He becomes a good guy, something like that. It felt like, it feels like they were building towards something, but then don't ever go for it. Like, they had an idea for what they would do, and then season 3 happened, they just went in a totally different direction. I don't know. But it just seems like they were planting seeds for something and just didn't do it. I don't know. More so watching all these episodes in order and seeing things. Merton's keeping pieces in his lair. I might be reading too much into it, but it just feels like that's what they're trying something. But yeah, and Merton still watches his old movies, watching the Three Stooges on a VHS though, not a projector. But yeah, and then Butch is watching what's going on in the real world through the projector. Two things. One, how would you be able to watch what's going on here and not be able to jump back through? Wouldn't he be jumping through? He could jump through? He said see you soon, buckos, but he may never see him again. Two, how the hell is he watching it on the moon? Like, how the hell is he where are you plugging in at? I don't know. But this is always a fun episode for me. I love watching it again, So, yeah. We got 3 episodes left. One of which is a clip show. I should tell you, I'm going to be doing the last 2 episodes out of order due to some continuity stuff. Episode 22 I will review first, and episode 21 because it is a cliffhanger. And I want to go from that cliffhanger right into the next one whenever I go into the next season. So, it's, I'll explain why when we get to the episodes. So, but yeah, see you next one.